Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter from an asteroid close to Brow, and currently the captain.
Hi, I'm Dakamisama, and I play Solas Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma.
I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin of Brawl.
Hello everyone, I'm Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
You all know where you're from. Hi. I'm Levalithana, an elven wild mage, and she doesn't know where she's from. All these people.
Hey there, I am Zakad. I play the character of Lafdul Moonglade, a specialty priest thief. Multi-class. His little gimmick is coming up with a fun title, so his current title is the Sleeky Sylvan Sapient Surish. Oh no, I've got that one wrong. Hang on, Google help me. Spurious Sleef. Yes. I tried rehearsing that one. Well, someone wanted me to mess up this week, so hey.
It's always a good sign when you start out messing up, right? Right? It's a good omen?
Definitely.
So, we left off last session, having a little bit of a longer session as the party was engaged in a fairly brutal fight against some large, rotting plant creatures that they did manage to defeat in the end.
Yeah, compost heaps.
Yeah, living compost.
I'm saddened that I didn't have any of my electricity spells.
I'm sad,
yeah.
too.
Braxton's extra big now. Braxton's really enjoying being... Is he taller than Ockar? And the others?
No.
Yeah, you are taller than Ockar right now. Yes.
Yeah, Braxton's enjoying looking down at people for once.
You're not taller than the giant.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
All right, so we left off right at the conclusion of the fight. You were getting ready to set up your camp.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go ahead and begin to do that.
Well, Braxton's gonna ask Aggie, do you think we should move to another site? Maybe a few minutes away.
Aggie says, that might be best. I suspect that it would be... There might be more out here.
Finn, you're our expert at things. Do you think, do you think you can have a look at these things and see if there's any way you can detect their movement or anything, so that when we move to another site, we can make sure there's not likely to be more of these things? Do you know anything about them? Do they have nests and stuff?
I don't know that much about them, but I'll take a look behind where they came from and see if they leave any tracks.
Thanks.
Finn, so you kind of look around as everyone else in the party is kind of, taking care of themselves. You can't tell where they've been recently, but whatever kind of tracks they leave seem to get it kind of fades into the general undergrowth and leaf litter and everything like that pretty quickly.
Okay.
So there's not a whole lot that you can tell. Like after a bit, you lose the their trail and everything like that.
Okay. So I'll tell Braxon that.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's just head on a few more minutes. So we'll get to another site. I mean, this looked like a good site. But...
All right, Aggie leads you on another 25, 30 minutes, just to make sure that there's ample distance between you and where you were. And you do find another good camping site. You just position yourselves around in the area. Lafdul, did you want to cast some spells?
Yeah,
For the
I was,
protection of the campsite?
Yeah, I've got my Create Campsite and Circle of Privacy, which I will be casting. I'm just thinking I'm going to need a long time this morning to...
Yeah.
Slightly longer, because I cast a lot more spells. I think other people did know, it's not just me.
Well, you can have a line if you need one. Just let me know.
Well, it's not necessarily a line. I mean, I could go with a little bit less sleep, but I'd rather save the less sleep for when we're at the doorstep.
I'd rather people be okay. I mean, we're moving 14 hours a day, aren't we?
Well, probably a little bit less today because we had a little bit of a wait, a couple hours. So we probably moved like 12 today.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll add anti-vermin barrier to the campsite castings.
Okay.
This campsite looks remarkably like the last one.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
I don't think I'm going to miss Kislev because it all looks the same.
Oh, trust me. Give it time. Give it time.
Solas is going to be needing a bit over 2 hours for all his spells, so he is going to sleep a bit earlier if possible.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. Yep. I need 2 hours, 40 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Finn's going to need some time too.
Yep. Okay.
160 minutes.
Is Braxon going to do watch with Aggie? Or Ockar, what do you like? Do you need to
He's only got one spell.
Lose any magic?
I need to rest because I used up my spell the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but any sleep that he was lost during the night, he could make up while Lafdul, Solas, Leva are all preparing for like the 2 hours plus. That'll be his catch up.
Sure, I could do that.
And then he would still have time for like 10 minutes for.
Yeah, that spell works. Then I'll take a watch.
Okay.
All right, Ockar, probably be best to have you on first watch then.
Yeah. If you can't take a whole watch, then just wake me up a bit early.
No, it'd be fine. Okay.
Finn will loan him the Iron Stone for infravision again.
All right.
That works.
Why did I get my feeling my things are wrong?
Things with things.
Temporary impatience.
I don't think anyone used any.
No, I used one. And
well, I don't think anyone else used one, I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Alright, so midway through the night, it does start raining, and it continues on. Let's go ahead.
It's stormy though, isn't it?
No, it's not storming, it's just raining. At this point. I think it was storming when you were fighting the Shambling Mounds, but you moved and it did stop for a time overnight, and then it has just become rain, regular rain.
Braxon would have done Lafdul's water trick.
It's not my water trick, that's Finn. But yeah,
Finn's water trick.
To collect water while it's raining.
Yeah, Finn would have set that up before going to sleep.
Yeah, Lafdul would have as well.
Okay. Now, your campsite is, you did notice that there was substantially more solid ground as you traveled that 30 minutes to find a new campsite. So it looks like you are getting to the end of the swamp.
Jungly.
All right, so Ockar is on first shift, Braxon is on second, and Aggie on third. Okay. All right, other than the rain, the night is uneventful. You wake up the next morning to get yourselves prepared for the journey ahead.
How many more days we got to travel?
3 to 5, something like that. Aggie can only give you a estimate at this point.
I think I might have missed a day on my temporary push. I need to check the logs.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't need to be perfect. All right, so what do you guys want to do on in the morning? Any special things that you're doing besides getting your spells?
Braxon will see when Finn's ready. Braxon help set things up for the morning. And he'll see if Finn wants any more help hunting things. Because Braxon's convinced he's helping Finn and not penalising him.
I mean, you are helping him carry it and stuff.
We
Yeah.
can make another attempt at it.
Is it thundering at the moment?
Yeah. Braxon's
No,
obviously
no
standing behind Finn going, look, a stag! The stag runs away.
I think the fact that you are only applying a -1 penalty does not mean that you'd actually be doing that. Like, that would be more like a -10 penalty. But, I mean, if you want to give him a -10 penalty, that's okay by me. I'm willing to roll with that.
No, that's okay. I'm
Finn would start hunting Braxon.
The most dangerous game.
Old, what's the weather like?
Rainy.
Thundering?
No
Thunderstorm
thunder.
Stuff?
No thunder.
No, it's not.
You never know. Maybe Braxon will pick up some skills from Finn and stop applying a penalty to his rolls.
Leva will use her stones anyway. Just in case. Protection.
I'm sorry?
She has the... how are they called? Iron stones? Something like that?
The Iron Stones, yeah.
She has the ones that protect against thunderstorms.
Okay. I mean, you can just leave them orbiting your head all the time. It's okay. That's generally the assumption.
Okay.
Don't you have to? Do you have to pick them up when you go to sleep? Or do they just carry on orbiting on top of your body?
They'll keep orbiting. The only problem is that if you're asleep and you haven't, captured them, it's really easy for someone else to steal it. Because they wouldn't have to touch you or anything. They wouldn't have to search through your pockets to get them. They'd just grab them out of the air.
Leva looks at Lafdul and packs
I
it up
haven't
before she goes to sleep.
I have not stolen a single item from the party. And yet I'm accused of everything. It's almost like I should steal things. I mean, to be fair, I have stolen Braxton's shoes at one point, I think.
So, so yes, paper was wrong.
You admitted it.
All right, Finn, so you're going to go do some hunting with Braxon in the morning?
Yep.
All right.
Nope.
All right. Unfortunately, the rain and possibly also the beginning change in the terrain just kind of makes it more difficult to find game.
We should have
this
taken
morning.
some of the Hydra.
I don't even know if it would be tasty.
We have no idea, but we're adventurers, aren't we?
It's true.
We got plenty of rations anyway. I'm using up another ration.
Yeah, you will eat up another ration.
Was able
days
to
worth.
replenish water overnight?
No, because it didn't rain all night.
Okay.
You didn't get enough.
Finn did manage to catch enough food last time, so yesterday we didn't use rations.
Yeah, that means I've got another day's worth of water before I need to make more. Did I get half a gallon at least?
No, you didn't get enough to make a
Wow.
difference.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a big thing for catching water.
We'll just keep a mental note to look for water as we're traveling this time.
Yeah. No, but all the water we've seen is horrible and brackish.
Not necessarily.
I mean, you could always collect that and cast a Purify Water on it.
That's true.
Require taking that spell, but that is a low-level spell.
That's true. If we get desperate.
Or just cast create water.
That too.
Yeah, it's a third level spell though. We're coming off a mountain. There should be running water to a certain extent.
When we get near the mountain, yes.
Yeah, well, we are now.
Well, you're
No,
not near
well,
it
we're
now.
just-
No, you're still
Really?
days away from the mountains.
We're just leaving the swamp.
Yeah,
So
once
we're
we
still
get clear of the
pretty-
swamp, we might be able to find better water too.
And Sakad create water is first level spell.
It's
Yeah,
create
I don't
food
know,
and
but-
water that's third.
Yeah, I don't have great water, so...
Right, but so the other thing is that no one has specifically said that they're spending time searching for water during the travel. So
Yeah, we
that's
could do that.
you need to actually say that that's happening, or specifically take time to do that, and that hasn't been done. So
Hey, Finn, could you ask your crew to scout ahead, see if he finds some water source? I mean, if it's drinkable to him, it should be drinkable to us.
Well, it's not a crow, but
Oh, what is it again?
All birds look the same to Lafdul.
No,
it's a hawk-like creature.
I
No.
forget, that's all.
Actually,
Isn't
we
that-
have
to-
crows
to-
and we have not crows.
no, Lafdul has two. He knows of two types of birds, crows and ducks.
No, he knows.
Everything's either crow or a duck.
He knows the colourful
your
parrots.
your hawk
If
can
it was
actually
a-
your hawk can actually drink from the swamp water, so it's
So,
yeah.
If it was a wooden, then Lafdul would count it as a duck.
you might even find a duck going through the jungle. Who knows? Swamp thing, I don't know.
All right. Any other preparation for the morning before setting out?
Obviously, cast my lightning load. Oh yeah, I need to.
It's still raining,
replace
isn't
my
it?
spell.
Yeah.
Braxon says to Solas, "Hey, what if we set up something in our backpack to try and catch some water as we walk along?"
Actually, hold.
Hold on.
That sounds
Just-
Sorry. Sorry.
that sounds really cumbersome contraption. So it would most likely slow us and be in a way when we encounter enemies or have to go through some rough terrain.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose if we bend over, it'll leak out.
Hmm.
I'm convinced we can invent something though. Maybe some sort of hat with a funnel on the top.
You get some Tinker Gnomes, so come up with something.
Yeah. Well, we're in the right place for Tinker Gnomes. We should be summoning a sphere. Okay. Anyway, well let's crack on. We'll just keep an eye out for. So Finn, you said your bird friend. Has he got a name yet? Is looking for water.
Yes, his name is Shirok.
Chirac.
real fast. Leva, you wanted to strength and cat's grace on Ockar, both of them. Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Give me just a
Sounds
second.
good.
All right, Ockar, give me 1d8 for strength and 1d6 for cat's grace.
Okay, so
All right, 1830 and 3 points of dexterity to a max of 19.
that makes my dexterity 18.
Okay.
So because water's starting to get a little low, Finn is going to change into the form of a panther and range around a little bit as the party travels, looking for water.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Don't you have like the edibility of a panther though, rather than your druid, so to speak?
I still have a granted power that lets me detect or determine clean water.
That works, I guess.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it doesn't let you find it, but it does let you determine whether it's clean when you do find it. But you are going out and looking. Okay.
Is he a lot faster than us as a panther?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I can double check that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if he's a lot faster than us, he'd be able to spend some time searching without us slowing down.
And that also lets you do some scouting.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see.
Maybe he'll also find something we can eat.
Yeah, it's a movement of 15.
Slightly faster.
So about 25% faster. All right, so anything else that you guys want to do before you set out? Just one last check.
I mean, I'm casting continual light on a dagger and replacing the dagger I used it.
Okay.
So I'm not 2 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I would say Braxon to check we haven't left too much signs in the camp, but
break
you know
camp.
about that.
What's the standard effect to cavalry tracks, generally speaking?
I mean, I assume that you guys do some basic stuff, but whether you...
No.
Just how much you do is up to you guys.
Yeah. Oh, Braxon says to Lever, do you think it's worth us doing a status update with our ships at some point? We've been a couple of days.
At some point, yes. But she also says at the moment she can't do any sendings.
Right.
Do the foes need healing, or were they not healed? Because I can't remember if we even used spells last night.
That's the point, isn't it?
I knew I regenerated, that's why I didn't adjust my life, and I didn't take any fire or acid.
Well, Braxton's had a bit of damage, but he's still got quite a lot of hit points.
I guess I couldn't have cast the spells last night. I've got 3 healing spells.
Nope, you did not say that you cast any spells last night.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was saying. It's like I'm being this hard.
I was asking if you guys wanted to do anything before
He's trying to
bedding down for the night, so... I mean, if you want to cast some healing spells in the morning, that's fine. Do you want to do that?
I'm on 51. Well, I've healed one, wouldn't I?
Yeah, everyone will have healed 1 overnight.
Yeah, I'm only 20 points down. That's fine.
Okay.
Only 20 points. That's about 1 level down.
All right. So, then in that case, you guys get going.
Is anyone else saying
Finn,
any damage?
Finn is... No one said anything, so Finn, you are in panther form, outranging around. And after a couple hours of travel, you've clearly moved out of the swamp and into a much more normal rainforesty jungle. So while it's still, moist. It's raining, of course. It's not swampy anymore. The ground is firm, but of course it is, fully covered in plant life and everything like that.
Braxon wants to give Ockar a once-over. Does he still look bashed up? Ockar?
That's up to Ockar to describe.
Wait, do what?
Are you still bashed up?
Let me check. I'm at 29 out of 57.
Remember, I prefer you guys to not share exact hit points.
Okay, yes, I am very bashed up.
Oh, if Ockar seems to be in pain, Solas is going to cast a Cure Moderate on during the travel.
And I plan to cast Carolina myself as well. That's just 1d8?
Yeah.
No bonuses?
Nope. Just flat 1d8. So Finn, I moved you out a bit to represent you having ranged out from the party in Panther form.
All right.
And then I'll use Lay on Hands on myself to finish off the rest. Thank you, Solas.
I will cast Cure Mother on Braxon.
No, thank you.
And now I am fully healed.
Okay. It's a 7, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 since it was Cure Moderate, so it gets the +1.
Oh, right, okay.
Alright, so you've been traveling for a couple hours since you woke up. Right now, Finn is nowhere to be seen. You're moving through a little bit of a dip in the terrain that is relatively free of creatures. You suspect that it's kind of a spot that water runs through when there's really, really heavy rains, like days and days of heavy rains. It can create a little kind of a mini river. If you ask Aggie about it, he's not at all concerned. He says that it's the wrong season for that.
Mm-hmm.
But as you are traveling, 3 large humanoid creatures step out of the undergrowth from around you. And by large, it's large relative to your size, not Aggie's size. They are covered in fur, and you recognize that they are large primates rather than, like, humanoids.
Braxon calls out, "Hello."
And before you can do that, they're clearly animals as opposed to humanoids, but
Okay.
they're very large compared to all of you guys. And they start hooting and growling at you and beating their chests.
By the way, I have my long spear ready.
Okay.
Quick, Braxon, start beating your chest like them.
They might see that as a sign of challenge.
They might do.
Finn, you can hear this back towards where the rest of the party is, and you can smell these creatures.
Okay, I'm gonna start back that way.
Okay. Aggie says to the rest of you, I'll let you get that in a second. He says, there's only 3 of them, but there might be more out there. If that's just the 3 of them, we should be safe, especially with me here, but it seems that we've entered their territory and they're none too happy.
Okay, let's try and look non-threatening and move through. We don't need to kill these things. But if they
Finn,
fight us, we'll obviously have to.
Finn, you were about to say something?
I was just gonna mention I'm gonna keep mostly out of sight until I can at least see the party.
Okay. All right, so you guys want to just keep moving and try to be non-challenging?
Yeah, Braxon. Well, he's already short, so he'll try not to look challenging. He'll try not to look like his weapons are weapons.
All right.
Solas tries to be basically in between Ockar and Braxon, so that if any one of those charges, there's something to block the charge from him.
Everyone knows the creamy center's in the middle.
I'm going to have the long. I'm going to have the long spear in one hand, almost making it look like it's a walking stick or something.
Okay.
So I have my weapon ready in case they do try to charge us.
All right. And they're still like growling and hooting at you, picking up like sticks and stuff like that, throwing them at you. Not like at you as an attack, but just as a threatening motion. So they're not like they're just throwing them in your general direction rather than specifically targeting you and trying to injure you.
Could be worse.
So you're just gonna keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they try and come for people, Braxton's going to try and interpose, so they don't get someone that's more likely to be killed. But these things aren't our enemies. There's no victory in killing them.
Okay. All right. So you do manage to move by them, and they don't seem to pursue you at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just move you guys down here, and you continue traveling on. Aggie says to you after a bit that he thinks that you've left their territory.
Thank you. Braxton says to Leva, you're good at cooking.
Leva says yes.
What do you think those things taste like?
I
What things?
I think they're a bit too stringy.
The ones we just passed.
Yeah.
I
mean, I didn't want to kill them. They seem, innocent enough creatures.
Didn't you say they looked like primates sort of thing? Apes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were 7 feet tall, very, very broad. While not quite as tall as Higamus, you do think that they could have, like Higamus might have had a tough time dealing with one-on-one.
So she turns around. She says, "Well, if they're omnivores, then they could be okay to eat. Yes."
Aggie
would
would
she
say,
She wouldn't know that, would she?
"No, you've never tasted that, or probably anything like them." Aggie would say, "Most definitely not omnivores."
Well, then they might not be that good to eat. Depends on your taste, I guess. Have you eaten them, Aggie?
No, we don't typically eat those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Maybe Finn will find something tasty if he doesn't find water.
We have rations.
We have rations.
Yeah.
So after a few more hours, Finn, you do find a small little stream off to the side of where you were traveling.
Okay.
That would be down here.
And it's clean, I take it.
Yeah, it's clean water. It's definitely coming down from the mountains.
Okay. I'll go back to the party and lead them over to it.
Okay. It's not much of a detour.
Thank you. Is he staying as a panther?
Mm-hmm. Seems so.
That's
Yep.
up to Finn.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So we'll just We'll just follow any panther that comes to the camp and waves at us.
Isn't he a black panther? I thought he was going to make himself special.
Well, he could be pink, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could
No,
be pink.
no, actually he couldn't. He'd have to be natural coloration.
So
Or
it
at
could
least
be-
one that he's seen.
Doesn't
He could be
necessarily mean black, but yeah.
So what coloring did you go for, Finn?
General black. Blend in with the natural.
Okay.
General Black. I would say if Higginus was still here, he'd have saluted him.
I think, Braxon, any panther that you see that is black, you're probably allowed to follow, because normally you wouldn't notice them.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw him turn into a panther.
Well, presumably he would tell us, I'm going to change into a panther and look for some water, and if I come back, I'll wave my tail 3 times and come and follow me.
If he just motions with his paw, he's still got a mentality of a human.
Yeah.
That's true.
Nah, Finn will do small tippy tap dance in a panther form.
Would
Just
he,
so we aren't fooled.
would he stamp his paw like that horse on the TV that used to count with his foot?
So,
Anyway, we're
do
gonna
you guys
follow the
want to
panther.
go collect some water?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
Actually, Finn will be changing back because he has to fill his water skin too.
Okay. Now I'll just move you guys all over to the near the water.
Braxon.
Mhm.
Do you want some good berries? Because they heal your hit point and you can eat up to 8 of them today.
Oh, yes, please. Oh,
will
they
give you-
stop you needing to eat, don't they?
If they're not curing you of hit points.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, you can eat 8 a day, so you can get 8 hit points back. So I can reduce the number I got by 8.
You've got enough.
Yeah, I got 28.
Okay.
It's now going to be 20.
Thank you very much. I'll eat 8.
I've got another 18 of those too, by the way.
Right. Well, I can only eat 8 a day, so.
Yeah, it's something I just forgot about, and that you could use that to top up a bit more.
So if Braxton eats another one, he'll explode.
Well, you just won't get the curing. I assume
Nope,
that
nope,
would
he'd
satiate
explode.
you.
He said it. He'd explode.
Oh.
It's like Mr. Creosote. All right, so you guys have marked off the filling of your water.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that now.
Yeah, you should probably do that. Aggie will recommend not following the water because wild animals will be coming to the water to drink, and it's a little bit safer to not, to travel through the underbrush.
Is it possible to get an idea of... Well, keep like tabs on it like every hour or so, see if we can still find the stream.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Is it possible to... Does the stream look like it's deviating a lot?
Yeah, it's pretty
From
windy.
our-
It's pretty windy.
And don't worry about if things look like we really need some water. I can always create water for the next day.
Yeah, sure, but it's always good to have free water.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about it too much.
Oh, I'm done with my bag, so...
I think with one create water, I can create enough water for the whole party.
Say, Lafdul, you were
Hmm.
talking about berries. Presumably there's a few berries around here.
Yeah, but that takes up spell slots.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I made some of my temporary healing potions before I set out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already used one of my temporary healing potions myself, so...
Yeah,
I do have the other healing potions to hand out at some point. I'm carrying them. The one the
Yeah,
Starlings gave us.
We should probably deal with that. Maybe when we're at camp.
Oh, one we're like a days away or so. I'm holding on to them though, but you fighters should take them when we're there.
We'll sort it out at camp.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everyone has marked off that they filled up their water skins and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
And I've drank my fill.
Yeah, that's fine. That's assumption. That's assumed. All right. So you guys get back onto the. You move back away from the water. Begin traveling again. Let's see. Where is a good place on this map? Alright, just move you guys up here. You can reposition yourselves as you want. Let me get rid of the apes.
I get the feeling there might be a problem on the way back, depending on whether or not we go back by ship or not.
I mean, if everything goes well with against Red Njord, you can just have your ship come down and pick you up.
Yeah.
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 Good.
We won't need to come back. We might want to give the 3 giants a quick lift. Go up and down again.
Also,
Ockar. Sorry, go on.
Leva just remembers that we talked about this. When was it? A few days ago. That I mean, she has got teleport, so she can go up to the ship and take some of us with if they want to. £150.
Sounds good.
It also
150
means
pounds.
that we can then send signals from the ship and are not limited to 25 words.
150 pounds is not many people, especially if they have gear on them.
Well,
Yeah, I can also half their equipment, mate, so probably maybe another person.
Yeah. Our line of march, Ockar. We're quite close to each other. Do we want to be at different bits?
You were at the back with me, Braxon, originally.
Yeah, alright. Braxon move at the
It
back.
was Aggie and Ockar that were at the front. Maybe with Finn, I don't know.
Should we want to space out at all, or are we okay being this close to...
Well, as I said, Leva is getting sick of camping. She wants to go to the ship.
Wow. How would you find your way back?
Teleport.
This isn't familiar to you.
Yeah, you won't be able to teleport to where we
You
were.
would be like a needle in a haystack trying to find your way back. Finding your way to the ship's fine, but...
Yeah, you can't teleport to a person, you have to teleport to a place.
There is a chance when you have viewed something once. It's what is it? Well, it's still fairly high. It's
Yeah, but we won't be
between
here
17 and 92.
We won't be here anymore. We'll have moved, and then you'll never find us.
Why? I come back in the morning. Like I said.
How many featherfall spells can you cast?
You know how inherently dangerous that spell is. You could die instantly if you get it wrong.
No, she just jumps in the atmosphere and casts a few featherfall spells.
Or
As long
she
as-
goes into the earth.
Well, as long as she casts one before she hits the ground, she'll be
Oh
fine.
no,
It's
that's
when
assuming
she's
she goes
underground.
above.
It's when she's underground that there's a slight problem.
Unless she's got like pass earth or whatever that spell is.
Well, I don't think you should be teleporting away unless you need to go off to save someone's life.
Well, we were talking about
Yeah.
teleporting away to send messages.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
That's up to you guys.
Just keep it for an emergency, to be honest.
Yeah.
You also have, a bit of your rations for lunch after filling up all of your water skins, and you continue on for a few hours. It's about mid-afternoon when you hear a bird call, and Aggie immediately holds up a hand to halt you guys.
Is that natural bird calls? Have I heard those sounds before?
You can't tell. As far as you know, it's natural.
Can Finn recognize it?
It sounds like any of a number of tropical birds. I mean, like it's a tropical bird of some sort, but you wouldn't be directly familiar. But after a moment, another swamp giant steps out of the underbrush.
Attack! No.
Coming towards you, he says something to Aggie in their native language that none of you understand. Aggie turns to you and says, "Give me just a second."
Do we recognize this giant? From which group he was assigned?
You do not recognize this giant. It does not look like either Inley Tracker Clan or Cuddy Hunter Clan.
Were we told of other giant groups up north? Friendly?
Well, they're speaking to each other for a moment. Then Aggie turns to you, and this is clearly a woman. And he introduces you to Nani Hunter Clan, and says, "Nani is out on a hunting trip. She says that that we are entering the territory of a dragon. And we have a choice of trying to skirt it or keep on through. If we skirt it, it will definitely be an extra day."
That puts us a day behind the other groups.
Well, and we might want to leave a message for them to skirt it as well.
Well, they're not following you. They're taking other paths.
Ah, okay. Right, I see.
We are three parallel groups, basically.
A dragon's territory reaches miles and miles, though.
Well, should we have a vote on skirting or pushing through?
How old is this dragon? How big is it?
It's big, but that's about all they can tell you. I mean, all dragons are big.
Did it say what color the scales are?
Nani doesn't know. Aggie will tell you. Nani has not encountered it, just has recognized the signs.
I think the safe bet would be go around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do they know what's on the other side of the area that we're trying to skirt around?
Well, you'll be getting to the mountains at that point.
Right.
Leva, do you have a message spell today? You've only got a teleport.
I only got teleport.
Yeah.
I think we should skirt the dragon territory, since we are most likely already going to be fighting the dragon that is allied with the pirates.
If we're skirting around, which group does that put us closest to?
It depends on which way you skirt.
I assume. Well, I did assume there was only one way.
No, we'd skirt left or skirt right.
Yeah.
And Aggie will also tell you that there's no guarantee that like the territories are not clearly defined, so it's more of a skirt and hope.
Right.
Skirt and
try
hope,
and hide?
like hope that you're skirting the territory. I should be clear about that.
Okay. Should
Should
we do
we
a big
ask-
skirt or a mini skirt?
What about... Should we try and hire the other giant? Say we'll compensate them if they want to come along. I mean, it's another giant.
Might be an
I'm
idea,
almost
yeah.
thinking it might be useful to send her to send a message to the group we're going to be farther from.
Oh.
Let them know we're going to be delayed a little, and then maybe we can find a way to get a message to the other group.
Mm-hmm.
The group that we're going to be closer to, yeah. And I'll ask them to delay by like a day.
it might be. It might be quite tough to work out where they are. It's a big world.
Yeah, I mean, one of the main reasons why you guys would be able to find each other is that, essentially, like, you guys were going straight, and the other two were taking curved routes. So you guys were all going to meet up pretty close together. Aggie would be able to find the other two groups relatively easily when you get to your destination. Like, that's kind of how the plan was. But he does say that if he's wrong and you try to skirt it, then that might mean that you'd be in the dragon's territory for another extra day as opposed to just cutting right through it.
Right.
So that's a danger. He cannot guarantee you.
Yeah, it's a risk in anyway. Any decision we do, but we need to figure out which risk is lower.
Sounds silly. What if we found the dragon, then we know where to avoid?
Define find the dragon.
In non-humanoid form.
Stumble into its lair while it's waiting for.
No going in any cave.
Hunting.
I'm just thinking like Finn, for example. He can just fly above. He's just part of the natural fauna.
It might try to eat Finn.
Why would the dragon go for such a tiny little?
Oh, maybe it's on a diet.
A dragon might not, but some other animals might.
I mean, might. I mean, it's a thought.
I mean, that all is predicated on whether Finn is even willing to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's two of us saying we should skirt. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What's everyone else think?
Leva agrees.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you end it?
Yeah, I agree.
So it's 5 people for skirting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ockar doesn't seem to mind. Maybe Ockar could fly in up on Behemoth.
I think that's very showy with the big wings.
That's true. Yeah.
Alright, so that is going to delay you a day. Let me make a note of this.
Yeah, and now you've got 2 days to have a dragon eat us instead of 1.
And I need to roll for encounters for the new day. The new days, I'm sorry.
So you were counting on us going through.
That's what I initially assumed, yeah. But that's perfectly fine. Let's see.
We're the cowards of the broken sword. We're not going near the dragon.
It's not cowardice to go look for a fight when you don't. Not go to look for a fight when you don't need to fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's tactically sound.
Also need to roll for weather as well.
All the rolls.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so Aggie spends a few minutes talking with Nani. You're guessing that it's a bit of a, finding out what the terrain's going to be like, what, any other things going on that he needs to know about. Did you actually want to ask him to talk to Nani about whether she'd be willing to help out or anything, or not?
if she's even open to something other than
Right, but
her original.
You talked about that as a suggestion, but you didn't actually say that you were asking Aggie to make that offer or request.
I suppose I could ask Aggie to ask Nanny to see if is she currently like occupied? Is she free to do other things, or?
Are you asking if she's free?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I guess we would compensate her for her time, obviously.
He turns back to you after the short conversation and says, "No, she is not able to assist us at this time."
Is she on a solo venture? Is she?
Yes, she is.
Right.
She's on a hunting trip and does need to get get some food.
She needs food for her family.
For her
Sounds
village.
Oh, is there a village
does
nearby? Is it?
She doesn't speak common.
She does not know.
Right. Braxon says, please thank her very much for her time and for passing on the warning to us. And wish her good hunting.
I will do so. Her village is not particularly nearby. It is about 3 days to the north and away from the mountains.
Have you met this person before? Is this the first encounter?
He has not met her before, no.
Oh well, there goes our chance of an easy camp where we could all have a sleep.
All right. Unless there's anything else that you want to have Aggie ask her?
Any local dangers? Recent dangers?
He could ask maybe if she knows of water on our route.
He would say that there's a number of streams and small creeks and stuff like that. Nothing specific.
Okay.
Oh.
Are there any hostile giants on our route that we need to avoid?
There are hostile giants, but they're everywhere, and many of them are semi-nomadic, so...
Right.
Like, that's not something that he...
Okay. No, I thought she might know if there was tribes that live near her tribe that are troublemakers.
There are, but are they... Are you guys going to encounter them? That's not something that she can answer.
Okay.
I mean, her village was 3 days away.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
She's clearly on her way back. She's got some kills with her. Looks mostly like deer type creatures.
Would you mind selling replacement spears for Aggie?
I thought you were gonna mend it. It could be mended, he said.
Could they be mended?
Yeah, they could be mended.
Okay, then I will need to take mending next time.
If he hasn't thrown them away.
If you'd told him that you'd mend them when you get a chance, then he would have kept them.
Okay.
All right.
How many spears Aggie lost?
I think just the one.
Okay.
Yeah. He meleeed it and it snapped in half against a shambling mound. I think.
All right. So with that, Nani will take her leave of you as a group and heads off into the jungle once again. And with that, you guys get back underway. Did you want to range to the north or the south as you went?
I don't mind. Finn,
You're going east or west?
You're
do any of your skills give you any
going west, essentially.
clues as to What's easier?
Not unfamiliar territory.
Based on the current terrain, if this is accurate of the area we are in, south would be easier to track.
South towards the swamp. Do we know what dragon?
Swamp is towards east.
Yeah, the swamp is to the east.
Yeah, we've been going to the west this whole time.
Yeah, keep in mind that these maps are a little bit more varied than what you've actually seen. This is more for just, having some visuals to set the tone, set the mood, and for positioning on where you are. I mean, one thing to keep in mind about this map is that there aren't any actual big trees, because I would have had to place all of the plants manually to get the big trees in. So you just have to assume that there are really big trees around here.
Okay. All right then. Lafdul, you were going up trees to look at things a couple of times.
Yeah.
Do you think that you or Finn would be willing to go up a tree and decide on whether it looks easier for us to go north or south?
I can't really see beneath the canopy.
I thought you was getting up above the trees.
Yeah, and if you go up,
would I
above the
have
trees, you
would
won't
I
be
have a
seeing
good
anything.
idea?
I mean, you can get up
Would I
to the
have
very top, and that might give you some idea. Wouldn't know until you got up there.
I mean, I can.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't make any difference to me. But if anyone has any sort of skill that suggests one way or the other, I'll go with that.
I don't really have orienteering. I mean,
Right.
I might have coincidentally see a dragon when I go up. There's that chance.
I mean, Ockar likes to flip coins for his spell, so he could flip a coin and decide where we go.
We could flip a coin.
Yeah, but Ockar seems like a one-trick pony.
I mean, I could certainly try to flip a coin.
I will take off my gear and I will try and climb up a tree.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a climb walls check.
Hang on, let me just check what my score is. Is it wet?
It
I
is
hope
wet.
it's wet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like -30. The tree's +40, so.
Do you want to borrow my rope?
Oh, no, I have. I just need to calculate what everything is without. I can't remember what it is without armor, to be honest.
I mean, you can just roll and then check. I mean, if you roll a 2, it doesn't matter, because that's a success.
Yeah,
I think that's not a success.
Here we go.
Alright, so you get
Alright.
about partway up the tree, and you realize that there are just no more handholds above you on this tree, close enough for you to climb to.
Alright, well, how high up on the tree am I?
You are 40 feet up.
Lafdul, can't
Out
you
of-
fly?
Yeah, I'm going to, but it's how easy can I fly?
Well, it
'Cause
is
I have the
raining.
worst maneuver. Well, it's kind of like flying, like jump. Actually, if I... Well, no, I don't have polymorph, so... would outer self allow me to climb further?
I mean, you could... Can't you alter yourself into something that's good at climbing?
I've never tried before.
Can you think of anything?
I mean, some kind of monkey or something. I don't know.
Well, you just seen some monkeys, didn't you? Or apes?
Yeah, but it's only like a partial transformation. It's not polymorph, so... What was those Huati like? I can't remember. Didn't they have like wings or something? I can't remember.
They have flaps of skin that allow them to glide.
But they don't exactly help climb.
I mean, they
And
are
did you say-
apes.
Oh, would Huati help me climb?
Oh no, Herwadi. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Hadizee. Hadizee, are the
I
ones
don't know.
with the flaps of skin. Her weighty are reptilian with great jumping legs.
Yeah, they're the things that make hair.
Well, how does he help at all? I mean, I genuinely don't know off the top of my head. So
If you genuinely don't know, then you can't change into anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down.
Okay.
Did you say you're not quite perfect at changing things with that spell?
Yeah, I personally don't know what to transform into.
Right. Does that mean if you tried to transform into a Hawaii and you weren't very good, you'd be a Ho 79?
So you could try climbing a different tree if you wanted.
Sure, I can try.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, no, I'll try a different tree.
All right.
At this point, Solas asks Ockar to flip a coin
I'm gonna
Yeah,
flip a coin.
and says heads to north and tails to south.
Yeah, one is heads, tails is 2.
Okay. Meanwhile, Lafdul is choosing a different tree. So that's heads north.
Yes.
Okay. That's happening while Lafdul is climbing a different tree. Lafdul, you do manage to get up to the top of this tree and look around. You do startle some birds as you're getting up there, and some.
How many birds am I startling? Because that's usually a sign of a predator when you see that a bird's being disturbed. As in, like, I look like the predator now.
Oh, you startled a big flock, 20 birds.
Oh.
Or for an even larger predator, it's a sign of a tasty meal.
Yeah. I survey what I can.
Okay.
Ascertain whether or not there's a good path and whether or not I see any errant dragons.
So you don't see any large flying creatures. There are definitely some birds. It is raining. It's not storming. And it is very windy up here. You do have to keep a tight grip on the branches as you get up there. You're basically seeing an undulating mass of green in every direction. But give me an intelligence check, please.
Nope.
Okay.
By 3.
Yeah, you don't see anything that strikes you as an obvious terrain feature that might be problematic or helpful in either direction, north or south.
There's no, like, discoloration of the local flora, is there, on the treetops?
Nothing that you're noticing, no.
Mm.
Yeah, if there's anything else specific that you want to ask, that might that kind of thing would ignore an intelligence check.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the coloration or like the slightly more spacing out of trees or something.
If there is, you can't make that determination.
Right. Is there anything going on with our destination?
It's pretty vague because you're looking through rain, but you can see the rise up in the mountains in that distance. They're just kind of a silhouette, though.
I can't see any detail at this distance.
No, especially not with the rain.
Are there any... This might sound silly. Are there any, like, smoke fumes coming up from the... anywhere that might give away, like, a campsite?
Nothing that you're seeing.
No, I climb down.
Okay. Give me another climbing check.
What's that form that has the wings again? The Hatterze?
Hatterze can glide. They don't have wings. They have
no, but
flaps
it would
of
stop
skin.
me from falling straight to my death.
Not necessarily, but I mean...
Would it give me a better chance? Because I would alter self to that.
It might.
And I will alter self to that just in case while climbing down.
Okay.
So if I slip, I'm going to try and glide to the best of my ability.
Alright.
As well as tumble. If need be. Oh god, that's going to be a one to check. Oh no.
What's your normal climbing number?
I think it's 65, but without armor, I can't remember what it is without armor.
Just double check your normal one.
My base is 60, plus 5 for level.
Alright. Yeah, you're fine. You make it down.
Because it seemed to be like plus 40, then minus 30, then whatever unarmored is.
Yeah. You made it down just fine.
I need to write a section for my climb checks.
I mean, there is an unarmored list.
Yeah,
column.
there is. I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head, and I've never read it in my character sheet.
Okay. Something to consider. Alright. So you get down just fine. I'm sorry?
Looking like that creature I've forgotten how to pronounce already.
Hadazi.
How does he?
And you're also completely soaked at this point.
Oh, I'll just cast Aura Comfort, and I'll hopefully dry off over time.
Okay. Alright, so you make it down to the bottom, and what do you say to everyone else?
I convey what I learned, basically. I couldn't tell either or. I mean, it's just a massive jungle.
Is he saying this is a Hadazi or is himself?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you can revert back to your normal form at any time.
Yeah, no. I guess I would revert back.
Okay.
It was just an insurance policy. I mean, it's wet.
Yeah. When you transform into Hadazi, does your equipment disappear?
No, it's just mainly my form. It's not like a tree polymorph.
Right.
I can
Well, while
change
you
my
were
appearance and stuff.
while you were climbing, we went ahead with Ockar and flipped a coin, and it said north.
I did disturb a lot of birds, so that might have given away that something's going on in the area if we linger too long.
So,
Okay.
if we're heading this way, we should probably set up like a sign or something to point out which way we're heading to the other parties.
They're not following
yeah,
behind
that's
you.
The other parties are not following us. They're going basically. We're basically going parallel routes.
Oh right.
I assume this was like vaguely around halfway into a day.
This was later in the day, mid-afternoon.
Alright, so my second line load would have been cast, basically. That's
Alright.
what I was trying to confirm.
And the strength and cat's grace would have ended by now for Ockar.
Okay, I'll just set myself back to normal.
Alright.
It seemed to last a lot longer the other day.
It varies. Level variation.
All right.
You mean lever variation?
So the rest of your day is uneventful as you take a more northerly route. Aggie leading you, trying to find, hoping to skirt the dragon's territory. And he finds you a nice campsite around sunset.
Yeah. Do we have any idea what sort of tracks a dragon would leave if it landed and killed things? Would it knock down trees, or would it be able to get between the trees?
And if it's natural to the environment, one would assume it wouldn't leave too much of a trace.
Yeah, Aggie will tell you that despite their size, the dragons, at least around here, he doesn't know about dragons on other worlds, are very, very good at minimizing their tracks, their markings, given their size.
They would probably still smell.
Well, they're also reptiles. Reptiles don't have a lot of sense. I mean, they have some,
Does
but
anyone-
not... Yeah, go ahead.
Does anyone actually know what a dragon smells like?
I mean,
Something completely different than everything
yes.
else. Yeah, but as humans or humanoids.
Oh, well, yes, we had one humanoid dragon with us.
I mean, Beowulf might be able to vaguely remember what a green dragon smelled like when we fought it on our ship. I think Beowulf was hiding, wasn't he? I can't
They
remember.
they don't really like. You'd have to be almost on top of them to smell them. They don't have musk. They don't
Right.
mark
Yeah.
territory with scent.
Okay. Well, let's see if there's anywhere protected at all that we might be able to use as a place to stay, like a cave.
Well,
Or see if we come across any friendly giant tribes.
Well, I mean, Aggie has found a what he considers a good campsite. There's no caves, but it's relatively large, flat, raised up a bit so that the rain is not. You're not like camping in a spot where rain just washes through your campsite.
I got my aura
through the
comfort
night.
for a little while.
Also, as a side note, caves usually have occupants.
Yeah, usually predators.
There is often that too.
Are there any tracks? Yeah, we might also check for tracks, even though none of us can, but we might see something.
Aggie does not like they're small animal tracks, but nothing.
Oh, that means food might be nearby.
Well, I
We
mean,
unleash Finnel. No.
there's often food nearby, but
I mean, I bet if our party spent time foraging, we would find enough food for the day.
Yeah, I fancy going hunting actually. If Finnel would go with me, or if he's going to do his own thing. I mean, I want to try my luck.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
I assume I can make myself light, so I would actually go without my armor so I can actually be really quiet.
okay. So this is after setting up camp, setting up your tents and everything.
Yeah, I would cast this. How long would it take us to hunt, do you reckon? How much time are we investing in this?
Finn, does it say in the proficiency description?
Let me go pull that up.
Because generally speaking, I need to cast my spells when we're sleeping, not really before. I mean, the create campsite doesn't matter. I can cast that now.
Yeah.
It's a circular purpose. It only lasts 7 hours.
Cast when you're sleeping, so you mumble it in your sleep.
Mm.
It's a nightmare.
Let's see here. It does not say how long you have to spend.
Okay. Then you'd probably spend between 1 and 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I think I'm also the one that needs to sleep. I mean, I'll do an hour, but then I'll need to head back because I need to get sleep. So I'm only there for the first hour. I mean, or unless you.
It's
Really
not going to
want
make
me
it.
to
I mean, that's fine. You can leave before Finn is done, but it's still just going to be the one proficiency check.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
Finn,
then.
you want to go ahead and roll? Okay. So you are able to find another small deer type creature that you guys can add to your meal for the night, and that will save you all. I'll just go ahead and say that it saves you a ration because you can use this in the morning as well.
Well, that's cool.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you're casting the Circle of Privacy, Lafdul?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Any other spells that people want to cast before bedding down for the night?
Anti-vermin barrier again.
Okay. Okay. Then with that, you guys camp and get some rest. And as the night progresses, are we also going Ockar, Braxon, Aggie for watch again?
Yeah, I think Ockar needs to go first or last, doesn't he? So he can get spells. We might as well stick in that order.
Ockar didn't use any spells. I mean, I am actually going to be a bit later today.
I cast a spell, so I need to. So I do need to sleep. Remember, I cast Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 10 minutes. I mean, I could just wait for 3 hours actually looking at my spells.
That's fine. If it takes us longer, it takes us longer.
Actually, no, that's not right. I've calculated that wrong, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Ockar, you can just sleep in a bit while Lafdul is preparing his spells in the morning.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Partway through the night, the rain does stop. It is not... the clouds don't go away, however. It is still very cloudy and definitely windy up above the in the canopy. But the rain does stop partway through the night. But the night is uneventful. You guys wake up the next morning ready and refreshed. Anyone who's injured does get another hit point back. And you guys can do any preparations that you need in the morning.
Well, I think we're still like halfway to where we need to be, so I'm just gonna prepare Cure Light Wounds again.
Okay.
How many hit points are you down, Braxon? Because I can give you more good brace the next day.
Well, he's gone up by 1. Would he actually know, or would he just say, "Can I eat a good berry?" until he doesn't feel bad anymore?
Yeah, that's essentially what it would be, and you can just.
Okay,
but in
so
that case, you can just say that you how many you'd end up eating.
Yeah, Braxton eats 3 good berries.
I've got 3 more.
Okay.
I'm down to 17. I'm also creating another temporary inhibition, so I'm replacing my one now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my contact home power is down to 3 days.
All right. Anything else, Leva? Are you casting Strength and Cat's Grace on anyone?
On Ockar, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed that.
That's okay.
Okay, want me to roll the D8 and D6 again?
Give me a second.
If
I
they
need to.
work.
Yeah, I need to roll.
Maybe you lose your clothes and then you don't need
variation.
to roll anything.
That would only affect clothes, right? That wouldn't affect armor?
It depends on the wild surge. Go ahead and give me 1d8 and 1d6, please.
What's Ockar gonna do if his armor just vanishes?
I don't want to hear. I'm gonna mute him if that happens.
I'll probably throw her spellbook in the lake.
I think Levi's gonna run away if that happens.
Alright, so you are at 1810, and I think that 6 is going to cap you out at 19 dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, any other spells that anyone is casting that morning? This morning?
No.
Okay. Then with that, you guys begin to travel again. Are you guys happy being clustered the way you are, or do you want to position yourselves in another way?
Should we be a bit less clustered in case we encounter the dragon, so we are not in one group to get one nice breath attack in?
We don't know how Black Dragon Breath works.
Levi's hiding.
No.
Behind. How dare you?
Just remember, Leva, that hiding behind someone technically just means that you're clustered up so that an area of effect gets you both.
Yeah, that's true.
Finn is going to change
Leva
into a
misses
panther again.
Higimus.
Okay.
Leva misses Higimus. His back was so nice and wide.
He's saying he was returned.
All right, so Finn, are you just scouting, or are you also looking for water again?
This time I'm going to just scout.
Okay. You just move yourself away from the rest of the party in a general position. Okay, that's fine. Took me a second to see where exactly you moved to. All right, so you get underway again, and the morning is fairly uneventful. You get some. I'm sorry.
Cast my light. I would have cast my light now, but
Okay.
yeah, that's going without saying. I'm casting every day.
And yeah.
How long is Solas's endurance lasting?
It was 7 days.
Yeah.
So this is the 4th day now.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to also make sure that you're keeping track of that.
I am.
Okay. So the morning is uneventful. You take a short break around midday to eat a meal. You did finish off the meat that Finn hunted. He also found some some tubers and some vegetable type plants that you guys were able to turn into a basic stew for dinner and breakfast. And just so you know, Aggie does not participate in that because Aggie would basically eat it all up.
Pretty much.
Because he's so big. He's got rations of his own, and
He needs a whole deer to himself.
he's also been eating. He's actually been eating a fair number of things that most of you guys would find either unpalatable or undigestible, plant-wise.
Right.
Actually, Leva is offering to Aggie a stone with continual light on it, on his own, that he can have on his own if he wants one.
He will thank you for the offer, but turn it down. He says that's useful in the villages, but not out here, where it would just give away his position.
Okay.
But he does thank you for the offer.
Could do the opposite.
Well, Leva doesn't have continual darkness. So
No, I mean I
you-
could offer the opposite if you mention it to me.
Yes, she does. She says,
Mhm.
"Hey, he doesn't want continual light. Maybe he doesn't want. Maybe he wants continual darkness."
He can't see in the dark.
Oh.
Yeah, during the day
I can't really hear you.
During the day I cast mending on Aggie's spear.
Okay. You probably would have done that before setting out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A few hours after that break, you're traveling through the jungle, and I need a 1d10 from everyone but Finn.
Everyone but Finn.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. I think high's worse, isn't it? Yeah, 1 is you're not surprised.
Dang it.
Well, Leva can't see. She's hiding behind Braxon, so everything
Yeah.
will surprise.
If Braxon's surprised, you're surprised.
Yes.
Lafdul, what's your reaction adjustment?
Oh, it is a surprise. Yeah.
+2, I think. I'm going off the top of my head. Reaction.
Reaction adjustment.
Yeah, +2.
All right. None of you are surprised. Lower is worse.
Oh.
Surprise is 1 to 3 on a d10.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, so when I roll a 1d10, so I do 1d10 +2.
Oh, well, it depends on whether if I tell you to roll for surprise, and yes, if I just tell you to roll 1d10, then you just roll 1d10.
You and your
Might be other things.
suspense.
So you're traveling along, and there's some rustling, and all of a sudden, some reptilian creatures drop out of the branches above you. Just almost right down onto your heads. Not quite, though, and none of you are surprised.
Are we able to draw?
Really?
Oh,
None of you are surprised.
Not even Leva?
snakes.
No, because lower is worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I am drawing out my short sword that makes me incredibly slow, and I am fighting defensively. I'm not even attacking.
So I'm going to need everyone to decide what they're going to do and roll some initiative.
Yeah, so I was just trying to get my token to.
Did I drop the spear and draw my sword and attack?
Yes, if
Are
you're dropping the
these-
spear, yes.
Are these
Yeah.
small?
These are.
Give me
Yes,
a second.
yeah, they're not large.
They're not large. Okay.
They could all be at 99.
I get
mauled.
a... Ooh.
You will
Yeah.
hear. I mean, while no one is surprised, there are shouts of surprise, and as you have cat ears, you would have heard that.
Right, but it'll take me a round to get back, so.
Yeah, probably.
So, if I'm using a longsword and I get the +3 reaction adjustment from that dex, I don't normally have reaction adjustment. That means that that brings down my
No,
speed I
reaction
need to roll by 3.
reaction adjustment doesn't apply to initiative.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Reaction
Then what
adjustment,
does it apply to? I always thought it was initiative.
it's surprise. Primarily.
Lafdul's fighting with an ice cream. with a
Oh,
flake in it.
I thought the better dex you had, the better initiative you had.
Nope.
Lafdul's has to go at 99 because of his short sword, so.
You're pulling out
Sorry.
the fear one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Nice.
I don't want these obviously poisonous things to hit us, so I'm giving them as much of a malice as I can.
So is it fear roll?
Yeah. What is the roll everyone needs to make? Lafdul?
I think it's. Oh, I still don't have a handout for that.
Oh,
one
The
sec.
sword?
I assume
That's right. I didn't.
it's-
No. Sorry, I didn't give you a handout. So
Should we roll saving throws now and work it out in a bit, Ald?
I think it's paralyzation.
give me a second. I'm looking it up.
Or was it petrification?
Yeah, paralyzation.
Say,
Paralyzation.
Ah.
And the wisdom bonus counted.
Yes.
save versus sword.
I succeeded.
Paralyzation. Oh, the top one.
I will make a note. Save versus paralyzation. To resist.
I'll
Yeah,
try to remember
I
to give you a handout for it.
Oh,
Oh.
you mean I know everything about the sword?
I probably should have.
I can give you some stuff.
Oh. Wait,
I can give you partial.
Oh.
I've given you guys partial handouts for some things.
Mm-hmm.
They've also got -2 to morale, if it matters for these things, if
It-
they fail.
Yeah, doesn't matter right now. I mean, it may, but
I'm fighting defensively.
okay.
I'm parrying, I guess. Would he? Yeah, that's the only thing I can do, so.
Okay, and let me double check. All right, Aggie's not in the area of effect. So did anyone fail their saving throw?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's see.
Roll 20 said it was happy. I don't know if there's any adjustments though.
I don't see a roll for Leva.
Yes, nothing happened. Oh, I see why. Just a second.
All right, that's a success.
Mhm.
And let me get a roll for Beowulf. Beowulf is affected. So that is going to be a
You want me to roll for Behemoth?
I already did. -2 penalty to attack and damage rolls from Beowulf. Okay. All right. Leva, you are up first.
Yes, she is. Ha! That's because she wasn't surprised, and she's standing behind Braxon. She is casting magic missiles.
Okay. Splitting them up or targeting just one?
Just the one that's closest to her.
Okay.
This one.
You got two that are threatening you technically.
Yeah, did you see which one?
Yeah, I did. All right, so let me roll for level variation. All right, you get 5 missiles.
That's nice.
All right, so these blazing lights streak out of your finger, and this snake has dropped down, clearly trying to drop onto you, but you were able to step back. It lands on the ground, raises its head up, and starts hissing at you, preparing to strike. And these 5 missiles just streak out of your finger, travel just the couple feet right into its face, and it's dead.
Ha! Leva jumps up and down. Ha! Did you see? Did you see?
Attack of opportunity. You jumped outside of his attack.
Solas, your turn.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, I'm also casting magic missiles.
Someone needs to cast Spelljammer magic missile on a snake.
And all is going to the snake near me.
All right, at about the exact same time that Leva's missiles are streaking out at a serpent, 4 missiles streak out of Solas's fingers and do the exact same thing.
Well done.
Ockar, your turn.
No poisoning on Solas today.
Yes, I'm gonna swing at this snake with my. Oh wait, that snake's dead. Is it?
No, not the one in front of you.
Then what's with the skull and crossbones?
That's indicating that
effect.
it was affected by the sword.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at it with my sword then.
All right.
I think I get a +1 to hit. Thanks to that strength bonus. That goes 8.
That's a hit.
And these are medium?
Yeah.
Oh, they're quite big then.
Well, they're small, but it's the same. He's asking for damage type. They're about 5 feet long. All right, 11 points of damage. You slice your sword into that snake, cleanly severing it into 2.
Actually, I think that's 12. I was off by a point.
That's fine. It still was dead. All right, one of them is trying to strike at you, Braxon.
Mm-hmm.
And it misses.
That's
And
lucky.
one of them is attacking you, Lafdul. And it misses. All right, Finn.
So I don't think I can actually reach the one by Lafdul, can I?
Probably not.
Let's see.
You can pounce and clamber over pretty well as a panther.
Yeah, I think 80 feet's a little too far, though.
Yeah, you do
So-
have extra movement, but you still can only move half your movement.
Can you not charge?
He didn't declare that.
Wow.
I'll just move as close as I can then.
You go behind it, you got flanking.
To reiterate, if you're ever doing anything like called shots, charging, anything like that, you do need to declare that. And
Okay.
charging, you have to move at least half your movement in order to be able to charge.
I can move up to it, I just can't attack.
All right, Braxon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Brax is going to see if he can dispatch this one and then go help Lafdul out.
Okay.
Lafdul's not even attacking his. It's just...
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's probably not a hit.
What's your Thaco?
Still.
What's my Thaco? You're actually asking me my Thaco.
You gotta double check.
You're a high level fighter. You almost hit all the time now.
My Thaco with a flaming sword is 10.
Yeah, that is a miss.
Oh, well.
You're just rubbing it in.
Big Mac high-level fighters can usually hit most things, even with the low rolls,
Yeah, I know. But it's
especially with
too-
magic weapons.
Especially when you start getting specialized and that.
Aggie
That's true.
comes through. I need to make him a saving throw for the sword. He succeeds. And he is stabbing down with his spear at the snake in front of Braxon.
Sorry, Lafdul.
That's fine.
And that is a hit. I'm not even going to roll for damage because his, his strength bonus is higher than its hit points, so it doesn't matter. It is just smeared on the ground
Nice.
as a result. Lafdul is doing nothing. We should get some second attacks. Ockar, I believe?
Yeah, but can
It's
I
only
move
5
as
feet.
well?
Yeah, you didn't move before, so you can still move half your movement.
Then, can I move there?
Yep.
Then I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna take a swing.
Yeah, dead.
That's probably a hit.
Let me roll the Let me roll the dice.
Just a little bit of a hit. A little bit of a hit.
I gotta roll the dice.
Oh, no, it's fine. It could still survive.
Could it?
Get it?
Nah.
We were +6. 8 minimum.
Well, I'll let you know as soon as Roll20 decides to respond to me.
Oh, I see a 14 right there.
Yeah, I'm seeing 14.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's doing a
Yeah,
saving
no.
throw.
I just needed to, like, the die was actually covering the hit points.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
And Roll20 is being very slow for me right now. I don't know why.
Oh, they got variable hit points, didn't they, when you roll?
Yeah, I always roll. Yeah, it's still alive.
It's still
Really?
alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Braxton
How
picked up the
how
hits as
barely
well.
is it alive?
So, Ockar, seeing you come in close, it kind of, it had raised its head and struck at Lafdul and was recoiling for another strike. Finn has just moved up, and then you move up and slash at it. But since it was recoiling and getting ready for another strike, it moves its head enough that you just get a slice across its body.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're filleting it. As you-
Braxon.
you can, like,
Your turn. You got a second attack.
Right. Can Braxton get around to that?
Yeah, you can get around.
Okay. Right. Let's try not to drop the weapon.
I mean, that would be a good thing.
Oh,
Please
it's
twit this poor snake.
Go ahead and roll for damage, even though it's dead.
Fate hated this snake.
so it's small, isn't it? So I don't do
Yeah.
two.
Correct.
I do 2d8. Plus.
What was the damage type bonus? It's when you're 2 categories above. It's like Kigamus was large. When he hits a small, he does more damage.
Yeah, well, with a there is a
Oh, is that
chance
a
to
great
there is a
weapon?
chance to do 3 times damage with a critical hit, but these things it's not worth rolling for these little things. Yeah, that thing is dead.
Okay. Braxton says to Lafdul, he seems to just be blinking or something.
No, my sword makes me incredibly slow.
Ah, okay. Braxton
Well,
says to Lafdul, do you need the heads from these?
It
I'm
doesn't.
gonna
It doesn't make you slow per se. It instills you with this feeling of a bit of confidence, so that you don't make your because he's not losing any dexterity bonuses. You can still dodge attacks just fine.
I just have to act after them.
Yeah.
Lafdul basically goes, "Come on then, show me your best."
Well, no, Lafdul was
yeah.
fine defensively.
Yeah, and you're still going, "Show me your best."
Are you gonna wanna collect anything out of these creatures?
I've got
Or
no
should we
real
push
way.
on?
I mean, I'll try and get venom out of one of them. That looks not. I just want to write about it. I can pick one up and I can study it at camp. So I'll just pick up one that looks most intact.
Study it again by breaking yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it happens.
So not the one that was attacking you then.
No, that got destroyed. I assume one of the ones that were magic missiled were not. Well, were they blown apart? Is any of them even intact?
Not really.
All right,
Not really.
I get it.
They've been Napoleoned.
They're all.
I spent like 5 minutes sketching them, writing about them.
I mean,
That's
they're intact enough if you wanted to take them along for some like dinner or something like that. But
Yeah, no, I do that because I mean I can write in my book about them. I mean, the snakes. One would presume they're poisonous, so I need to write about them.
I mean, there are snakes that
all
aren't poisonous.
Wow. Well, then Lafdul will have to amend his entry at one point.
But I mean, you could cook
Yeah, he's
their
picking
meat
up one. Yeah.
tonight. You're
Hey,
picking
Leva,
up
I
just
know
one.
about-
Just one.
You should pick these up. They might be edible if Leva can cook something up.
Does Aggie know about these snakes?
Aggie says, yes, I've seen some of the smaller creatures writhe in pain from their bites, but they generally just cause a bit of a burning sensation if they manage to bite one of my kind.
Not lethal.
Are they edible?
I suppose so. They're a little bit small for us to make use of, but I suppose for your kind, you might be able to cook them up.
Snakes tend to go bad within hours, so you'd have to be pretty quick cooking them.
Old?
I mean, if you cook them tonight, I'm fine with that.
Could. Well, does she need to figure it out for? Oops, that was a misclick, but still.
Cooking check.
Yeah, you think you'd know how to cook them, prepare them tonight if you want to
Take the head off.
take their bodies.
Yeah, let's take them.
All right.
Should we cut the heads off first? Or...
Snake
No,
barbecue.
well, Lafdul wants. We can dispatch the heads when we're back at camp because I want to see. I want to write about whatever I can about one of them.
As the cook, Leva would probably know how to extract the what do you call it? The venom.
You
The venom sacs.
Well, no, not really. You just know that
that's poisonous. Cut that off.
Yeah, you just cut the head off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because they don't have venom sacs in their bodies. It's just in the head. So
Yeah. So she throws one to Lafdul. Here, catch.
No, Lafdul's not catching that.
Come on, Lafdul. Be a sport.
Yeah, oh well. You say that.
Braxon.
Just wait until you're the one that's bitten by one of these.
Braxon says to Aggie, thanks for your fast help there.
I wouldn't want you guys to die from one of them. So when he was talking about someone writhing in pain, no, you would have realized that was writhing in pain and then dying.
Oh, lethal.
Yeah.
All right, so
not too dangerous to his kind, but he would tell you that he has heard of very rarely one of the giants dying to one of those things.
I think reason why it's not that dangerous to his kind is that poison is not in high enough dose.
Yeah. And from a game point of view, he's got pretty good saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of descriptor I can add to this? I mean, that I can add to my book that you would let me know
about the poison.
I mean, what?
No,
not about the poison. About the snake itself. So it's something I can write as they're just a snake on Gislev. That's all I got. But there's other snakes.
I mean, you could. I didn't make a note of what the coloration was, but you can easily mark down the coloration. They're not cobras. They're another type of viper.
Viper from Gislev. Is this Gislev? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's Gislev.
Yeah, I'm literally just writing in my book where I write about venomous monsters and poisons and antidotes. I'm just sketching out as much information as I can.
All right.
at the moment. Then when we get back to camp, I'll do a more detailed one before they put in the cook pot.
All right. And with that, you guys get traveling again. The rest of the day is uneventful. Aggie finds you another campsite. It has not been raining at all day, which is a rare occurrence, it seems like.
Any rivers in the area?
Finn, would you have been searching for some water?
No, he said he wasn't.
No, I think I was just scouting today because we were so close to the territory of the dragon. I wanted to have as much warning as possible.
Okay. So no, you did not come across any water flowing.
Braxon needs to get one of those special sticks.
If you get low enough in water, just mention it to me night before, and I will make sure you're top of with water next day.
Yeah, no, this is fine.
I've always got 2 days of water.
Yeah.
So I will be going to today's water, and I got enough for tomorrow. And the day after,
I still have 3 gallons of water in my bag after today.
All right. So you find a campsite and set yourselves up. Lafdul, you're casting Circle of Privacy and create campsite.
Yep.
Okay. Any other? An anti-vermin barrier from you, Finn?
Yep.
Okay. Any other spells being cast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Leva wants to cast sending. She has 2 sendings. She wants to inform our friends that where we are, what we're doing.
Okay. So you let them know that you're detouring a bit, traveling to the north, trying to skirt a dragon's territory.
Yes.
Okay. Who would you send to first?
Star Knights of the Active Arcane.
Yeah, why not?
Well, which one?
I'd say the Arcane Arcade, because weren't they the second group?
It's up to her.
Are they both circling now on the north, on the pole?
One was going to the north, one was going to the south. The Star Knights were going to the north. Octave Arcane, I believe, were going to the south.
Okay. Which one is closer?
Well, at this point, the Star Knights would be closer.
In that case, the Star Knights first.
Okay. All right. So you get in response. Let's see. Seen no dragons. Fought off some giants. Otherwise, fairly uneventful.
Okay. I'll pass that on to the others.
Okay.
Including Aggie.
He nods and thanks you.
And then the second group.
Okay, second group says they also tell you that they've seen no dragons. They say fought a hydra in the swamps, and just today fought off some humanoids, possibly goblinkin.
Leva passes this on to the others.
When you mention the goblinkin to Aggie, he nods. Yes, they can be problematic.
What was the other thing apart from goblins?
A hydra.
Hydra.
Hydra. Oh yeah, like us. Sorry.
So far we've fought the most interesting things.
It's entirely possible that they didn't mention like minor things like sturges or snakes.
Yeah, but they didn't fought a shambling mound.
No, neither of them did fight shambling mounds.
Or those flying serpents that spit lightnings.
That's true. Yeah, they did not mention that. They might have. All right, but you set up camp for the night. Is it going to be Ockar, Braxon, and Aggie again on watch?
Yep, sounds good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to change unless Ockar needs to change.
All right. All right. So,
Wait. How
Yeah.
does a snake taste?
Ah.
And obviously, I'll be.
Does it taste like chicken?
Yeah.
We quite
Yeah,
okay.
it tastes like chicken.
Do we
So
get?
they say.
Is that
Do
a
we
food
get a
ration?
day's? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get a Dave's ration out of that.
Yay!
Okay.
All right, then. Obviously, I write as much as I can before obviously they put in the pot.
I mean, you can write. Yeah, you can write a description of their appearance. That's easy enough to do.
And I make an antidote has deadly poison, have it investigated. Well, lethal poison rather.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. The night is uneventful, but it does start raining again near the morning.
Oh, so we might catch some water.
No, it basically needs to rain all night.
We do have like a tarp or something set up, right?
Yeah, but
Finn was just talking about creating a little funnel for his
plants.
Yeah.
water
Like
skins.
giant banana leaves or something, so to speak.
No, I meant like a tarp we can sit under to stay out of the rain.
Well, you got tents.
Yeah.
I don't know
I've
if
got
anyone.
But
tents.
you would
said,
want like a general like covering over you for when you're like cooking and stuff like that.
did anyone bring anything like that?
No.
You can make something like that from the branches and leaves.
Yeah.
True.
The
You
Creek
could probably
campsite
make something
technically
like that.
says that it makes appropriate shelter, camouflage, anything you need within reason.
True.
Oh.
Then I will say that the create campsite could make some leafy coverings that you could sit under.
Yeah, then I'd be sitting under that to stay out of the rain.
Okay.
It's my
Well,
turn
you
to
have
watch.
first watch, so it wasn't raining on your first watch.
Okay.
It was
could the-
Aggie's watch that it would start raining on.
And he
Could the
doesn't care.
Could
Sorry.
the create campsite spell cast something that can catch enough water?
No,
Okay.
it's not clear. It just sets it up as if you would, but it's better at being camouflaged. So it's like another 50% chance.
Yeah.
Less to be
No,
noticed
no,
as well.
no. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just asking in case he did. Brax is going to look around for something that collects water when we go back to civilization.
All right.
He's figuring maybe we could do something like dig a pit and
Visible, sir.
put something in it.
If you tell me before I cast a spell, I could indicate for them to dig a pit.
Yeah. Well, you was talking to Solas about something. We need some sort of engineering solution. Maybe some sort of light piece of material. But I don't think we've got anything with us that will do it.
I don't actually see it saying anything about like
No, it's-
building.
No, it's just
anything.
unsetting.
Yeah, then it wouldn't build a
No.
covering.
It
That's
just
why we had to build
camouflages.
ourselves.
But
I mean,
creating
if you had it,
creating
then
cover
yeah.
like that is not too big of a deal.
Right.
Yeah,
Anywho.
some more information. If
Do any of
someone
us
wants to
have the
read it.
kind of skill that would be needed for that?
A ranger?
Well, I was looking more towards the druid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have 4 survival. That's about it.
I
The
mean,
servants. The servants
suppose that would
fetch
include-
water.
Those 4 survival would include building temporary shelter.
That could probably work.
I mean, do
So-
you really need to?
Okay, yeah, it does say temporary shelters of leaves and branches. Sorry. Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So, if that says the things fetch water, does that only mean if there is water?
Yeah, there has to be water nearby, and there has to be something for it
Yeah.
to put it into.
I was just thinking about the comfort for the party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of like you give them your backpacks. Here's all the camping supplies. Go make camp for us.
right. So if you were camping next to water,
Yeah,
it would fetch the water. But you need to
Right.
be camping next to the water.
Yeah, got that.
I was mainly
But,
thinking about comfort for the party while we're camping and in the rain, because I've been on campouts before. It's awful being out in the rain. about
Oh, yeah.
anything to sit under.
It definitely is.
I'm guessing that based on what Aggie said, if we camp next to the water, we'll be disturbed by animals that want to drink water.
That's what he feels. Yes. I mean, if you ever
Also,
want
we
to
would
overrule him and say we're doing it anyway, that's fine.
also we would very likely encounter animals that live in water, like
Another Hydra.
or
Depends on
dragon.
how much water there is.
True.
Like, you're not going to find that in a creek. But regardless, the night passes uneventfully, and you guys can start getting ready to prepare for the next day. However, it is about time to take our break. So this will give you some time to make sure that you got your spells set up that you want. And, you can think about any spells you want to cast for the next day.
How far away are we now?
You're looking at...
It's like 2 days or 3?
Looks like it's going to be 3 days now. You're close enough now
Oh,
that
yeah,
Aggie,
'cause
Aggie can
Yeah.
tell you
We
that
got
it
an
looks like
extra
it'll be
day.
3 days.
We got an extra day from really not wanting to meet a dragon.
All right. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Good time to get something to eat or drink, and we'll see you on the other side. I'm going to run some ads for the viewers.
Sounds good. I'll be right back.
See you on the other side.